Thank you for choosing our Patio Heat channel. I'm Steve. We provide tips and information to extend the enjoyment of your patio project. Our videos give you a knowledgeable overview prior to investing in your outdoor heating equipment. Whether you are a professional or owner builder, we provide specific details for optimum heat coverage for your application. Post a comment or question, or for developed visual designs, send your request into designs@patioheat.com. We're here to work with you. For over 30 years, patio heating is the bedrock of our business, expressing what works best. Now let's get heating. Okay, let's check out this residential application. First of all, let's go right into the overall dimensions. Overall dimensions I have is 15 foot 3.5 inches from this edge to this edge. I have 17 and 2 from here to here. We also have a recessed area over here. Now I have it at 9 foot 4 from this point to this point, and 9 foot 4 from here to here. And then we have a rise or risen section here at 1 foot 11 inches. There is a fan here in the middle. I have it at 4 foot 4 inches. 4 foot 4 inches, I should say. And also you can see that there are some light fixtures in here and over here as well, and also a speaker. Now I have them centered from this edge here to the center point of the light at 16 inches, and also 16 inches from this point to the center point here. So and I'm not quite sure if that's true. However, I think the layout that I'm going to place here should be okay with regards to the actual location of these lights. We have a window, a door that swings open, or I should say it slides left to right, and also a window over here. Light fixtures. There is a TV set and a fireplace here. The seating is just comfort seating here. Oh, and also I should mention that we have a total height here of 8 foot 8 inches off the finished floor to this section of the ceiling, and then 10 foot 7 inches to the top up here. That's about it. Let's go ahead and turn that off and look at one possibility I think would be preferable for this application, and that would be, let's see here, something like using 2 of the 6,000 watt units. Now I've centered them within the span from left to right here, and then also I utilized a longer bracket. Now this bracket, I think I only have it at 4.5 inches. The manufacturer makes one that is 4 inches longer and 6 inches longer, so I think, you know, physically it's going to have to come a little bit further off this edge here in order to maintain that 6 inches of clearance from this point here to this point here. And the same is going to be true on this as well. And so yeah, I'm not quite sure whether you should go with a 6 or a 4 and then stack something behind here so that you can get that extra inch that you're going to need. Also, there is a clearance below the heater, and I'm not 100% certain that I have this true dimension right here. I think I actually drew that up here. Let's go ahead and look. So yeah, I have that at 10.5 inches. So you can see that I'm penetrating that right now. But again, I had mentioned that, you know, we need to move this at least, I think it's a half inch, you know, minimum out this direction. So let's go with 0.5 just to see, and I think with that 0.5 we're going to be okay with the clearance to combustibles, and all, as well as I have this at a 10-degree tilt so that it's pointed towards more into the center of the patio structure itself, and we're not in that combustible area with regards to the TV set that I've placed here. Now I don't know if it's a little bit higher or a little bit lower, but that shouldn't be a big issue. What the main thing is that we're not penetrating the ray itself onto the TV set itself. So and one other thing I should kind of draw out here as far as the lengths that I have. So I want to just kind of show what I physically have for the seating positions. I have that here to here, and so you can see that that's about 12 feet, almost 13 feet we'll call it. Now the heat ray itself will not cover a total of 13 feet. The most it's going to ever cover is about 12 foot center to center. 6 foot center to center, so 12 foot total. And yeah, so we're gonna miss a little bit of this, seating position, but on those colder days, simply, moving the chair a little bit in towards, oops, let's get that back here, moving it a little bit more towards, it's not going to move for me, sorry, but moving it towards the left here on those colder nights will get you in that ray. So I would say that this would be okay still. But let's go ahead now and look at the footprint of heat. I'm going to go ahead and turn off those clearances. Oh, and one other thing, I did make sure that my heater itself is physically at the same, or I started at the same level of the ceiling over here and then angled the heater itself. So we're meeting the clearances to the top of the heater when we make sure that our heater is at least at the same level as this ceiling portion here or lower than that. So that's also important to take a look at as well. So there's the clearance area above, so it's 6 inches out. And again, the fan might be an issue, but we're meeting the fan clearances above. Are we meeting the fan clearances below? I can't be certain of that, but what I have is I have the fan physically at, let's see here if I can get that here to the ceiling top here, and you can see that what I have is 1 foot 6 inches from the ceiling to the bottom of the fan blades. So that's also something important. If it's lower, then you are going to be in that combustible area. So I just moved it a few inches now, and you can see that we're in that combustible area. So either the fan would have to be a few inches shorter in diameter, and or maybe steel fan blades that are non-combustible. So that's something else to keep in mind there as well. All right, so let's go back to looking at the, let's see here, let's turn this off here. And let's go ahead and look at that footprint of heat. You can see that footprint of heat is really good for this application. So another thing too is these are 6,000 watt units. So you would probably want to have a control system so that you can dim this down during the different times of the season, hotter or colder, portions of the season. That gives you a little bit more flexibility of being comfortable. These are 6,000 watts, so each element is 3,000 watts. If you turned just one element on using a duplex switch, you're not going to be warm enough most of the time. I would say even below 70 degrees, one 3,000 watt element is not going to be hot enough at this elevation. So I would use a control system personally for dimming it down from 6,000 to maybe 5,000 or 5,500, all the way down to maybe 75% is where you're going to really go with the intensity. But this would make the whole area here fairly nicely covered. Again, that 13-foot level that I was mentioning before, we're not quite getting the outer edge of the seating positions, and the same is true over here. So that's the only thing I'm kind of concerned about, but it should be okay as long as you are flexible and moving the seating positions during those colder times. And one last thing I didn't mention is it looked like there is some sort of screen that closes maybe all 3 sides that are open here. And if that is true, these heaters still are fine, and slowing down or reducing the amount of air movement through a patio makes it more comfortable. So that's a very good thing to have as well. And yeah, that's about it. All right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you'd like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, not monetize. YouTube does not support us unless we receive a thumbs up from you, our viewers, and we truly appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.